What is going on, Supra channel? Welcome back, guys. This is the next build for the channel. This is Richard's 1993 6-speed Supra, left-hand drive. That's all apparently we do here in the channel, guys. Guys, this car has been here in the channel before. We did a ETS from an intercooler kit. We did wheels, we did suspension, we did exhaust. So we done a couple little bolt-on things, and he's obviously ready to go to the next step. He's already tired of the 300 horsepower. He needs a little more juice in his life. So what we have here is actually half the parts. Shout out to Gabe at Titan Motorsports. He's been more than helpful with all these parts, man. He always goes far and beyond, man. I highly recommend you dealing with him. Good guy. PHR, it's obviously most of the stuff is going to be from them. We're waiting for the turbo kit from them, fuel system. It's been ordered for about a month, but I believe that it's made to order, so no hassle on them. So it should probably be here this week, but that gives me enough time to do what we got to do, which is obviously going to be a full build. We're pulling on the transmission first, then the motor's going to come out, and it's just going to be easier to put everything together. Then we'll put everything back in. Guys, I haven't even unboxed the stuff here yet. I'm going to unbox it here in the channel. This is the intro to the video. I wanted to make sure you guys have an idea of what we're doing here. So let's start here with the biggest part here. We'll start probably right off the bat, something real nice. This is a Hypertune intake manifold. It's actually a Titan one. It's one of those like limited production ones they did. This is actually 13 out of 50, so that's pretty cool. We're doing a new Vibrant 4-inch memory clamp so you have the other end. So that was part of the deal when we bought this. This is a Tomei LSD for the stock 6-speed unit, USDM, so it's a 220. It's obviously a nice diff in there, but since it's stock, we definitely need the LSD. I wouldn't recommend being without it. Let's see what we have here. I haven't even gone through these parts, so I don't even know what's here, guys. Obviously, I know what we ordered, but we don't know what's here or not. All right, so this is the water neck for the 20N for the radiator. I think the radiator is there somewhere. We'll check now. Head stud for the exhaust manifold. Heater hoses. This is the rotator for the water neck. And this is, what is this? The thermostat, new thermostat, obviously. I did go ahead and order a new water pump, new oil pump, all that stuff, guys. If we're gonna be out, we're gonna do all of that. This is the rear end. The differential. I don't need to open that. You guys know what that looks like. This looks like a bunch of mixed parts. So let's see what it is. It's like Christmas, man. Christmas for Supra, guys. All right, so let's see here. All right, so this is actually the catch can from PHR. Everything's gloss black, by the way. It's all gonna be nice and color matched. We have, what do we have here? There's two of them, so I don't know what it is. Let's see. Oh, these are spark plugs. New set of spark plugs. These are, okay, shifter bushings, obviously. The stock ones are still in there, so we're gonna do the solid bushings. This is the crank bolts for the ATI damper that we're doing. Very important. This is the timing belt tensioner and cam gear bolts. Must have. All these are must haves. There's no extra here. Brand new timing belt. This is the crank sensor. All factory stuff, brand new OEM, guys. Nothing. Billet sprocket from PHR. What do we have here? It's all the OEM stuff. Let's see here. I don't know if, okay, so this is a crank position sensor. Oil pump, brand new oil pump. ARP head bolts. We're gonna go over 30 pounds on the stock bottom end. You need the head bolts. Gear oil for the 6-speed. Obviously new as well, guys. Everything's getting done here. We're not taking shortcuts. This is I think this is a water pump. Yes, sir, water pump. The best, some Toyota FIPG. Titan cam gears. Obviously the new version, guys. We don't want any issues. There you go, nice and black. Crank damper, ATI. Check it out. This is obviously the V2, I believe, from Titan. It's a nice black one, same one that's in my car. So you guys seen this before. No reason to tear this box up and put it back together. Yeah, I just want to be detailed. I want to see that you guys see that we're going with a nice quality build. There's no shortcuts here, guys. This is the way you got to do it, man. If you want to make, I always hear everybody trying to make big power and they're asking questions and stuff. There's just certain things that you can't cut corners on, man, because in the long run, you're going to run into just two little problems, man. And to avoid all of that, you might as well do it right the first time and just not deal with it afterwards. All right, let me see. All this stuff was in here. We'll go through that later, but like I said, this is the first time I opened these parts, so I don't even know what was here or not. All right, these are just seat brackets. I can see here. He's doing new bright seats on the car too, so these are the tightened seat brackets. We don't need to open that up. What do we have here? That's here. Okay, so these I opened up. These are just Toyota OEM parts, all clutch stuff. New master, slave, the hub for the RPS clutch, and this is usually all the factory stuff. So that's a no biggie here. Just OEM stuff. Let's see here. We're done with that. And let's see here. Oh, this is, I thought it was a radiator, but it's not. It's actually the PHR brush, not the brushes, the regular fan kit. We're not gonna do the brushes on this car. The regular one works perfectly fine. I have it on my GS and I have it on the Supra. And he's got a 4-inch intercooler, so it's not crazy thick, so this should be more than enough for this car. And let's see what's the last box here. Oh, it's BC stuff. Okay, cool. All right, so yeah, this is a good stuff. All right, so we have here brand new Toyota OEM gasket kit, which remember this includes all the seals, valve stem seals, head gasket. We have brand new set of cams, stage 3, 272 cams for non-VVTi motor. What do we have here? Springs and retainer, guys. BC springs and retainers. Obviously, if you're trying to go over a certain amount of RPM so you don't get valve float, you need the springs and retainer, guys. So you needed that. Car is completely stock. It has about 115,000 miles. So it's good that we're doing valve stem seals. It was smoking a little bit on startup, you know, typical for the 2J motor. After a certain amount of miles that they're gonna start doing that. Let's see what else. It's just packing over here. What do we have here? What do we have here? Oh, the Titan pulley set. Again, guys, we're doing everything pretty. This is gonna be a nice car, man. It's gonna be a nice build. Remember, I told you so. I really don't get into builds if it's cutting corners. It's just not me. You know, I'd rather do it right the first time. I think that's it for most of the parts, guys. Let me go ahead here and open the car really quick so you guys can see. If you guys haven't seen the channel before, this was a really clean car, guys. He paid a good amount of money for it. You know, like the market for left-hand drives, you know, it's pretty crazy. Like I said, when we got it, it was bone stock. Even these hood shocks from PHR, that was added on later on. Don't think that was on there. This cover, we put that on there too. And obviously we put on the dyno and we changed the spark plugs. That's where we never put the cover on. But as you can see, this filter's already getting sucked in. This is just Band-Aids, man. This is just a waste of time. So if you can see, every single thing here is stock. There's nothing that has been really messed with. Just a map sensor here because it's on the V2 AEM that we tuned with Lance. All right, guys, so you can see it's pretty basic. I'm actually driving around before we start taking it apart. Probably this is the last time we're gonna be riding it or driving around with the stock twins before we single turbo this thing and obviously upgrade everything else along with it. Fuel system, intake manifold and clutch, everything. So it's gonna be a whole different car. Even the rear end is gonna get done. Yeah, it's gonna be exciting, man. I'm happy to get back into Supras. We did the GTR for half a year and that seemed like it took forever, but I'm finally happy to be back into Supras. rest in place for a couple weeks. Let's get to it. He just got his gauges back from Stu. Really nice gauges, guys. So I believe he has all the dash panels too that we haven't changed. This one needs to be changed and this one needs to be changed, but all of these are original already. He bought a new shifter and whatnot. So he's trying to do a full build, guys. There's not gonna be one of these no expense builds on here. So this is gonna be really, really nice. Remember, like I said, everything's gonna be changed except the bottom end. But I think 900 horsepower on a stock on a 6-speed is more than enough. You know, he's gonna be happy with that. All right, so I'm sorry I couldn't have the turbo kit here, but a little background on that because I know you guys are gonna ask what turbo and whatnot. We decided to do a 6870 next gen turbo, which I think is more than enough for our goal. You know, it's not gonna be a laggy turbo. After having my 8685 on the Supra, man, it's, you know, it makes the power. You know, it's a dyno queen, in other words, but it's not as enjoyable in the street. So I think this is gonna be a nice combo. You know, nice horsepower car, responsive. You know, not crazy because the bottom end is stock, but it's gonna be something that he's gonna enjoy. What else are we missing? Fuel system, ID 1700cc injectors, triple pumps, you know, the whole 9 yards. It's gonna be a full build, guys. So make sure you follow the build. If this is your kind of thing you're into, or you guys are out there and deciding to do something similar, maybe this will be, we give you some motivation or you know, like a parts guide of what you need. I'm gonna try to detail the build as much as I can. I'm gonna break it down in parts. Probably the first thing we're gonna do is, not today, I'll probably start on it tomorrow, honestly. I'm gonna start bringing the tranny down, and then it's gonna be easier to pull the motor out instead of putting both things together. I don't wanna mess this car up. I wanna try to keep it as original as possible. And the paint, I'm not sure we're doing the engine bay. I might, as far as painting wise, it's a lot of things in there. I don't know if he wants to take that route, but if he decides to, you know, we'll take it to the body shop, see if they do a quick respray. Because, you know, remember, Toyota doesn't use clear on the factory engine bay stuff, so it looks a little dull and it look weird. So after we clean it up, if it's still not, you know, acceptable to the eye, we might just tear it down and just send it to the body shop and get it painted. As far as the paint on this car is pretty good for what it is, for the age. It's you know, this thing's immaculate, man. He paid top dollar for this car, so he's willing to play, you know. All right, guys. So I'm not gonna bore you anymore. Enough for the talking. This is the intro to the video, guys. I wanted to do something very detailed before we just kind of get into it. Like, hey, you know, we're turning that transmission on and we're working on this car. I wanted you guys to get a background and what we're doing, and, you know, try to get everybody excited and get everybody to follow this series. So remember, like the video, guys, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, and I will catch you guys on episode 1, which will probably be bringing on the tranny and, you know, lifting up the car and getting to the drivetrain part. All right, catch you guys later. Thank you for watching. Take care.